Could mindfulness ever replace medication? In many situations, yes, absolutely it could. In many situations, no. Sometimes we're still going to need our modern psychopharmacology to help out with things. But generally speaking, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm Western trained. I prescribe medications. I have a DEA license and Florida license, and these are things that I do. I can get a person on the minimal amount of psychotropic medication, for example, to control their anxiety, or I can get them off of medication and they can control their anxiety with mindfulness, with exercise, with proper sleep, and living a healthy lifestyle and taking care of themselves. 100% of the time, if possible, I would rather do it without medication, even though my training is in medication and that's what I do. What are the situations where mindfulness would be most helpful and a person wouldn't necessarily require pharmaceuticals or medications or anti-anxiety meds? I would say the situation's one where the patient is motivated to get well and to manage their anxiety and is able to intellectually recognize the anxiety as well as emotionally integrate that this is a significant issue in one's life. Maybe they need some therapy, mindfulness-based therapy or cognitive behavioral to start reframing some of the thoughts which affects the feelings. That's what cognitive therapy is. If a person has tried the meditative techniques and they're doing everything they can, or even if they're meditating with others or in a group or taking seminars and they're still tense, they're still anxious, they can't sleep, they're irritable, they're edgy, they worry constantly, and they're trying to live this practical lifestyle, but it just isn't working well for them, and it's disrupting their relationships or their work or their retirement. They're not retiring as well because this anxiety is in the way. At that point, it's probably time to visit your Western doctor and talk to them, you know, or your psychiatrist or your family physician. This is what the anxiety is doing. This is what it's like. When someone comes to see me, I want to know all about the anxiety. I want to know, when do you have it and what is it like? Attention deficit disorder and attention deficit in adults, I think mindfulness can be helpful. I think it depends on the person and the situation. Some people, depending on the degree and severity of ADD and how it's manifesting for them and affecting their lives, some people can do just fine with proper training, proper therapy, meditative techniques at managing it without medication. Other people want medication. Sometimes people just want a quick fix, you know, and that isn't always necessarily the right thing to do or the right way, but it's case by case. Some people are on ADD meds for the very long term. You know, we don't always like to see that. We'd rather have people off and finding other ways to manage it, but some people just can't. So it varies.